Hello and welcome back to Manstein, and this time we are taking a look at Lodz. So let's switch to the map. The deployment, as always on Manstein, is already done, but I will explain the purpose or the plan here. By the way, a friend of mine told me that I should rename one of the units because there's another division or battalion, I don't know, that is located near my hometown, or that was located near my hometown, but I have to look that up. I will do it next time. I really can't remember the number of the infantry the infantry unit should get, but never mind. Let's take a look at this situation. And I have a very delicate plan in mind, and the guiding principle this time will be react to strengths with weakness and react to weakness with strengths. And yeah, you might already see that there is a sneaky maneuver ahead of us. If we switch back to the map, the plan is to safeguard our armored division, scouting division, that is going to fall back, lure the main enemy force behind them back with them, just to lock them in place here. So they will fall back into artillery cover. In the meantime, I will take this first city, Siraj, and just hold them there. Then this force, in the meantime, has the task to take those 3 targets because they will open up this railway line, and this really is the bottleneck here. This foresty region prevents me from shuffling units quickly through there, but once the railway line is open, I can reach this point quickly, and then there's not much in our way. The Polish defenses along the Prussia river are directed in the opposite direction, so we can take them from behind. And then there's a big open space here. The defense of Lodz also facing in the opposite direction, so it's easier to take them out from the behind. And what we are avoiding by that strategy is battling the main force of the Polish units that are going to swarm towards us. And there's very difficult terrain here. This bottleneck is difficult to navigate, and you simply have too many units around here blocking themselves, and not allowing a smooth operation. So I didn't test this setup fully, so let's see if we can make it, but I am pretty confident that this should work out, and we'll see. For deployment, I have, let's see, some units ready. This Gebirgsjäger unit will go down, pick up all the deer. I have a scout prepared here just to get some information, but honestly I don't think I need him here. So let's pull him back. He might be able to achieve something to the front. I have upgraded my Air Force. The purpose of the Air Force on this one is just to get information, annoy the enemy a little bit, dig them out. I have a fairly strong force here just to overwhelm the first target quickly, and then we will form a defensive line, maybe eke forward a little bit, and we will see. Main purpose is to prey on the weak militia units that are in here. And that's basically it. And by the way, if you're interested, I found out another thing while test playing the frontal assault. Those bunkers here are set to hold position, so if you want to get a lot of surrenders, just press the enemy. You can put your own units in here, block the enemy, and forced surrenders against their own bunker line. That's definitely working as well, but it's a little bit messy, and going through here against those big anti-tank units, you risk one-shot kills, and yeah, whenever possible, we want to avoid that. The anti-tank cannon will stay behind because it's not useful. This will be a movement war, so we have to move quickly because it's a long way and the time limit is very tough to beat. We have to go all the way around, take out. Yeah, the center location of Lodz is the most difficult to do because there are a lot of units around, and even if you can take it, you have to hold it. So we have to. Hi, Hos Orin, good morning. We have to have artillery protection in place to hold it, so we have to be at least 1 or 2 turns early to reach Lodz. So that's it, let's go into it. We have great weather and it's only 13 turns, so it's a very tough time limit. Yeah, let's do, I think, the obvious things first. We will try to sneak past here. Just keep out of range of the anti-tank cannons. That's all that matters, and most of those units, the only fighting units, by the way, are located in Lodz, and this pursuing force. Most of the other units are strictly auxiliary units, and I think it's logical. They don't have any special orders, just hold the place, and they won't go out and boldly attack something they see because it would be too risky for them. So I think that's not unrealistic. Well, then we need scouting information. So we'll take a look in here just to make it realistic. Grab the target. Start hitting them. And then I will decide if I want to bomb to the north or if I want to attack the artillery already. Let's see. The problem is we can't reach the defending artillery, so let's see. And I have to guard both of them because otherwise I will get counterattacked. This is Polish mountain unit, and that's definitely mountain units almost never are auxiliary units. So I will really try to overwhelm this target first. It's not an issue because I can't attack with too many units to the north. I would block myself. So let's see. I think further suppressing. No, it's not useful. I'm not going to attack into that. So let's dig them out. They are almost completely suppressed. Big hit. I think I want to drive them out with my tank. Destroy them in the open. And then we are in kind of a race situation, so we have to move our units as quickly as somehow possible. Not able to set up the second attack immediately, but this will follow. And yeah, one option already is to use rail transports, but I don't think it helps at the moment. So let's do it a little bit slower. Yeah, everything is done. So let's end the turn and see what they can do. Yeah, we lured one of their dangerous units downwards. That's good news already. Took a little bit of damage, that's annoying. But nothing too problematic. Grenadier has arrived. And we can already put him to good use by taking out this artillery. But let's concentrate on the more important things first. Definitely I want scouting information, see if anything is around here. Nothing to be seen. And then it's very important to set up this next attack properly. So artillery in range. Artillery in range, out of vision range, just to be safe. Blocking them. And we could try to send tanks over the hills, but not entirely sure about that. We can move additional artillery in striking range at least. They're entrenched at level 4, will be entrenched at level 4 next turn. And maybe we can go through the forest here. Not sure what's quicker. But we will do our best to really get it going. So let's see. Do we need to fire a shot here? I don't think so. Let's try to suppress them and see how successful we were. Not pretty successful. So let's use our Air Force. And completely pummel them down, and now we have to use Grenadier just to make sure this artillery is gone. That's done. Yeah, and we have to force him into the forest. There's no way to outflank them and force them into the open, but it's not a big deal. They're pretty resilient actually, so I will follow up, I think. And immediately move my infantry out of here. Then I will protect the tank inside the city and relocate my infantry, my artillery. So that's done. Moreover, we don't need you anymore. And then we'll try to circle around using the rail, the road network. And the cavalry units are pretty fast, so we have to be careful not to run into trouble here. But I'm not sure. I don't think they would counterattack out of here, but just to give them a target and lure this Polish mountain unit in, I will position my scout like that. And I think that is everything done. Yeah, Happy about that. Now let's see if our please withdraw. No, he's already screwed because he's blocked by zone of control. But we can lose some of them, so that's not an issue, and he will hopefully lure them further in. So let's get them to safety. And now we have to think about correct deployment here. So already here we can send him through the mountains. That's, I think, the quickest path. So he's 1 forest tile but 3 mountain tiles, and then it's open terrain. We can also try to send one of the tanks through here. This gives us a little bit of scouting information. Then the infantry unit will try to hold the city. We will already dig in, and the other units will form a defensive line around here. He can't get out. But let's lure them to the north, and he will be the first unit that's getting rail transported, I think. So let's see. Bomb. So it's all about digging them out, and let's check. He has still a lot of fuel left. So I think it's fine to already take a look and start bombarding them. We have one more plane. Yeah, here it is. And then we'll open fire immediately. So he is almost completely suppressed. And yeah, let's make sure he's properly down. It's only a normal Polish infantry, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And we'll use the infantry for the attack on the city. Clean up, and then we have to already set up for the attack on the next target. A little bit out of position here, but at least this artillery piece can move into an attack position. Yeah, don't think it matters too much, but we'll keep an eye out for surprise units that could be somewhere. And we'll need a lot of artillery once we reach the open area. So let's see. I think it's already fine to rail transport him. It's fine to rail transport him. And we'll form a defensive perimeter around here. I think a little bit more downward facing is fine, because then we can use the lake and the swamp to block any movement through here. So that's done. Just checking, grabbing supplies. That can be essential in the final movements, but it looks good. I think we have done everything. Let's double check. Looks good. So let's end the turn. Yeah, first loss. And here comes the counterattack. And I'm a little bit worried because I've not really tested this. If this is enough to keep them at bay. So we'll position our strongest tanks to the front. Move up Oladier. He is a little bit out of range. So the vision range on those is 3. So this will make the tank already safely out of vision range. And, well, the scout we actually don't need here. I don't think so. Use this opportunity to grab ammo and prepare for the siege. And yeah, this will be tough. Let's see. Prepare them for the attack, and one of our first objectives will be to grab this airfield. That will be really important. And we'll just keep the Heinzel here. It can do some work. It's completely suppressed, so we can force it out of the city. And yeah, there's no way for us to force it into a location where we can actually destroy it, but maybe we'll get lucky. Nope. But I'm hoping that he is not going to resupply completely, because I already need to move into position for the next strike. And now this first rail transport location is open. So let's bring forward another artillery. And make sure infantry and artillery are to the front. Those are our most valuable units at the moment. The tanks not so much. Yeah, and I doubt he will attack here, but who knows, who knows. Let's do it that way. So, let's see. Move forward. And then everything should be prepared. Let's double check. It's crucial not to miss anything. The plane should stay here, so that's fine. Let's enter turn. And for now, they didn't dare to attack. That's good news. We'll make sure we can't get outflanked. Land our fighter. And just to get in some kills and experience, I think it's fine. To do some attacks here, and draining their prestige also might help, but we will have to be careful not to diminish the strengths of our units too much, because then we would be in real trouble. He still is fine concerning ammunition, fuel-wise, but he does not have enough ammunition. But what we can do here is start attacking this tanket. Keeping its strengths down is also quite vital. And unfortunately, I don't have artillery in place to immediately attack. But we can send all the deer forward. This is only regular infantry, so it can't hurt us too much. And we have to be careful not to bother the units at Kutno too much, otherwise I fear we are attracting a counterattack. But we know we can go around here, and this is part of the Kutno force, so I don't think it can be triggered. At least not easily. But we'll make sure to protect ourselves a little bit at least. And then we'll position our artillery so that we can absolutely bomb them down. This are Gebirgsjäger. We can use them to grab the city. And I'm not going to move forward that boldly, so I will keep it as is. So let's see. He has to take in supplies. But I think it's fine to wait. Nah, not sure. Don't think we can get the airfield in time. But on the retreat we want this tanket, so I think it will be fine. And one moment, I think the connection is a little bit unstable at the moment, so I will restart. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, but I will have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so let's take a look. This should be safe. Grab the supplies once again. Don't do anything. Our advance here is going fine and we have a lot of turns left, but yeah, we still have to force our way across the river, attack from behind to take out Lodz and Piatek. Yeah, still a lot of work ahead of us. And now I think the best way to deal with this is forcing them back. And at the same time getting some experience on our Gebirgsjäger. And I hope he will be, well, busy replenishing his strengths. He could even send down the scout again, but I will think about it later. landing some pot shots here. Nothing is in range, so yeah, actually now it might be worth it. If we rearrange our defenses a little bit, we should be fine. And let's see if they want to shuffle around here. But one cavalry unit down is one cavalry unit down. That's definitely a thing that's worth it. And the connection is on the verge of, yeah, it's fluctuating like hell. Let's try it again. No, it's not really getting better, so I hope it will turn out all right in the end. Yeah. Let's see. But I have connection fluctuation by more than 50%. So that's not okay. But I will have to not get distracted by that. Let's see. At the moment it seems to be more or less okay, but it's on the verge. So, no more distractions. Let's see. We have more than enough firepower to force our way in here. We just have to make sure that we actually force them out. All the year, do your magic. And there's actually a unit from the back that can do it. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Nah, that's a little bit annoying, but we have to deal with it. And we have to send one of our heavier tanks around to deal with the problem of this artillery in the back. And Oladir, I'm not sure. He's very useful to swing around, but on the other hand, he's very useful against targets in the center as well. And I think I will use him as a buffer. And this is the tricky part. I need to establish defenses here and at the same time keep my units safe. So let's move forward. Make sure at least that we are at least a little bit protected. And I think the scout, we can use him to later attack this region in the back here. So that's fine. And sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because I keep an eye on the internet connection. So let's end the turn. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with this, and at least we drew them out of the city. That's helping a lot, and they didn't reinforce, so that's good as well. Let's block the city. We can take it from the other side now. And now our superior firepower should make all the difference. All it here can move around. We'll fire another shot. Take out the anti-tank cannon. Deny them vision. Set up in a position where we see them, but they can't see us. And then we'll take a look at the Air Force. Dealing with this tank I think is important. And it's no problem. We will have the airport soon. So we don't have to worry about that. We just have to worry about digging them out in time. Grab the supplies. And make sure we have those cavalry units under control. So we'll reshuffle our units again. Make sure they can't outflank us. So that's fine. The scout, I think we will use him to take a look to the north. And then we'll set up our artillery to quickly dig out the resistance. That's the last unit that's blocking us. It's entrenched at level 7, so that's a little bit problematic, and yeah, one unit we can already send to deal with the situation. Around 1, 2, 3. So if we position our Gebirgsjäger in here, he can deal the final blow to this mountain unit. Move our infantry downwards. We need to be able to attack Lodz, and we only have 6 turns remaining, so that sounds a lot, but it actually is not, because we have to set up everything properly. Yeah, that's fine. Let's end the turn and see what they are doing. Nothing at the moment. And I'm taking it slow with very little scrolling, so that the internet connection is not too stressed. Defending artillery down. Move in to resupply. And then we'll start to dig out this mountain unit. If you don't have enough artillery around here, this can be absolutely a problem. So let's see. We'll take the airfield. Now it's safe. Fire another shot in here. And we are not ready to do it this turn. But I think with the help of the Air Force, it should be very much doable. So let's check the ammo count. Still fine. Our Gebirgsjäger can build up the experience. And I think I want to reshuffle again, because now the cavalry unit can't resupply fully, so I can hopefully take it out next turn. And yeah, then it's time to start our attack on Lodz. Let's see. I want artillery support ready, so maybe it's better to delay one more turn. But we will see. First, take out the theit. And if we do not destroy this defending artillery unit, I don't think they can move in a position to really threaten us. Yeah, that's perfect. It's almost destroyed, but not destroyed. And then I think I will just move all the deer to block the city and prevent any resupply shenanigans. I'll send a second infantry unit to make sure we can deal with them. Send the scout. It's empty. So that's another round of prestige from my side. So that's it for now. Let's end the turn. Nothing happened. That's always good to see. really focus them down. This time we have to get them. And it's done. City secured. We'll take it, move in to get more information. And then I think it's time to, well, ammo count is still fine, but I'm a little bit worried about this Polish about this anti-aircraft cannon and the artillery in the back. But we should be able to overwhelm them pretty soon. Yeah, we'll stay as is, grab the supplies. Make sure we are in place to help digging out. And then hopefully destroy another cavalry unit. That's done. Perfect. Do our usual rearrangement and we will whittle them down sooner or later, no problem. So, but now we will trigger all those units and that I'm a little bit worried about. So let's see. So that I don't forget taking that city. Planes are all in place. Artillery is in place. Let's end the turn. And they didn't dare to counterattack. That's perfect. Grab the supplies. Start to dig out that mountain unit. It's not worth attacking at the moment. We are not that pressed for time, I think. So, 4... Let's see... Yeah, it's still resisting. But next turn we will have more firepower ready. We might even be able to already smash in, but we have 3 more turns. So I will try to take it rather slow here. Still grabbing supplies. Nothing that's worth hitting, so let's stay as is. Grab supplies and then end the turn again. So, let's see. Most important thing is to get this artillery gun in the back. Maybe we can even drain its ammunition. And then slowly inch forward. in a position to really force them out and make their life miserable. So the entrenchment of this mountain unit is already kind of down. Not sure if I want to expose myself here. And one of the artillery of the anti-tank cannons moved in that direction. That's a little bit annoying. But I think I still want to get rid of this anti-aircraft cannon, because now we have free reign. We can bombard them however we see fit. And another threat removed, and now we can concentrate all our forces to the front and just make sure we are safe. And now we have 2 turns to dig them out, get rid of their artillery and this mountain unit in the center, at the same time not running out of ammo. So let's see, ammo count is fine. Yeah, taking losses here, don't think it's worth it. So let's keep it as is. We'll keep everything as is. We don't need the scout anymore, so let's end the turn. Ah, that's annoying. But it doesn't matter too much. We will get more than enough we'll get more than enough units, tanks that is. But now it's time to really start the digging out part of this campaign. So let's see. The artillery gun, we can force it back. Now it's not that much of a problem anymore. We'll keep everything defended. And we have one more turn to do it, so that's still fine, kind of. And I want to be able to absolutely support and hopefully suppress. And no reason to go in here. Yeah, I'm confident this is perfect. Maybe we can get in another shot. No, let's do it. Let's end the turn. and start the process of digging them out. So 4 levels of entrenchment. We can deal with that. Moving down towards the trenches. Forcing the surrender here. We'll keep ourselves covered. This gun is out of ammo, so we'll pull it back. We can grab supplies. And yeah, I don't think attacking here does us any good. So we'll just fortify our position and that's basically it. Yeah, no need to attack here. Nothing can be gained by that. So that's it. Don't think our position is threatened here. So that's a decisive victory at Lodz. We lost one of our heavy tanks, but I think the game will award us more than enough tanks to keep up with that. We might buy another one, but I don't think it's strictly necessary. But this trick with the suppression here, it's annoying, but yeah, you have to be ever so vigilant and ever so careful. Let's end the turn and see what's happening. Yeah, no counterattacks. Let's view the battlefield. Massive force to the north. And Lodz is surrounded, so they're about to surrender. Yeah, I think this is the best way to do it, minus losing a tank. Yeah, could have been avoided. Maybe I was a little bit over careful when approaching here, and a quicker approach could have solved that issue. But other than that, I'm happy. And yeah, see ya for the defense of Piatek. And for that, we actually might want another tank. And they're not that expensive, so we can live with that loss. So, see ya, thanks for watching and have a nice time. Bye.